Hey guys, today I'm going to give you an update on this channel moving forward and my plans for it. 2022 has been a rough year, to say the least, and I'm sure it's been rough for me as long as rough for most of you guys. So with crypto just constantly going down more and more and more, I saw my portfolio decrease in value, but even more importantly, my income just dropped drastically as well. One of the things that I learned from this past year is I had pretty much all my income and all my sources of income and all my portfolio for the most part tied up in crypto. And so when that started to go down, all those things went down, and which made it pretty tough and pretty stressful moving forward. And so what I've been working on the past 6 months, and part of the reason I haven't been uploading, is building up other business endeavors and trying to build an income through those. And I've been working really hard the past 6 months, finally starting to see some results and being able to see some income outside of crypto. And my plan is to keep working on those while I'm also working on this channel and continuing to grow this channel and continue to work on crypto and do that, but also have other things set in place. And that's something that I think everyone should do, not be all in and focused on one thing, but continue to work on multiple things so that if one doesn't work out or it doesn't do as well, or like for example the past year crypto hasn't been doing well, so if I had other things set in stone, I could be using that to move money into crypto and moving into things when times are bad, because that's kind of how I want to move forward. Some of my plans are to get into like real estate. I want to be growing different sources of income and getting into vending machines. It's been something I've always wanted to do, and I think it would just be awesome. And I want to eventually get into storage units. That's something that I'm super excited to get into, but I know you have to have a lot of capital to get into that, because storage units, you can get a storage unit place with however many units you have. And I've heard that even with like 20 to 30% like occupancy in those units, you can still be profitable. And you don't have to worry about tenants. Well, I mean, you kind of do, but you don't have to worry about people breaking stuff, since it's pretty much just like a concrete slab and just like a 9x12 or whatever the size is of your storage container, and like a little light bulb or something. So it's very like little to worry about breaking and stuff. And so that's just something I want to get into in the future. And like real estate as well. And like I was saying before, you kind of want to be buying when things are bad and when things don't look good. So I'm kind of waiting for real estate to have some type of crash, just to look for a better buying opportunity when there's a ton of panic and selling and stuff. That would be the optimal time to be buying and to have money set aside to be buying for that. Now, also two things that were really tough on me in 2022 was I lost my grandpa back in June or July of last year, and that was like just a really rough time, because that was the first grandparent that I lost on either side, my mom's side or my dad's side. And we were like super close to him, and he was just like one of the funniest guys I've ever met, and just such a fun person to be around. Would always make people laugh. And he spoke Spanish because he lived in Uruguay, and anytime we'd go to any Mexican restaurant or any restaurant where they speak Spanish, he would always just speak Spanish to everyone, even if the workers there didn't speak Spanish themselves. And so he was just a light to be around, and so it was really tough losing him, but I'll always cherish those memories that we had. And then a few months after that, I lost one of my good friends that I met up at college up in Idaho. His name was Camille, and we connected like back in 2017 or 2018 working for this moving company. And he was the third person that I met that actually was into crypto and like heavily into crypto and talking about crypto. And this was like during the bear market too of 2018 and 2019. And so me and him and my cousin would meet up together and just have chats and go out to lunch or go out to dinner and just talk about crypto for hours. And we'd always talk about our plans of like once we hit like the millionaire status, or what all these different levels that we were going to have get-togethers and celebrate. And unfortunately now that can't happen, and it was really tough when I heard the news. But like I said, with my grandpa, I always cherish those memories that we had. And when we do hit those milestones, we're going to be thinking about Camille and remembering him. And yeah, it's just going to be tough. Sorry. But those things had just a lot of, those things had a big toll on my emotions. And I just wasn't in like a super healthy mental state. I mean, because I've suffered with mental illnesses in the past, such as depression, anxiety, and those things. And something that's tough about being on social media is those are usually the things that can be exposed the most, because you're going to be super insecure about posting, super insecure about what you're doing, your camera presence, like all these different things that I like knew beforehand I was going to be scared of and I was going to be anxious about and all those things, but I didn't really expect to see how hard it was going to be, and how much of a toll it would have on me. Despite that, I just want to continue moving forward and like working hard and not letting those things get the best of me, because even though they're hard to do, when you're uncomfortable is when you have the most growth. So moving forward with this channel, I want to post more about trading strategies and things that are always going to be relevant, no matter what time of year it is, whether we're in a bear market, in a bull market. I want to be posting more of those type of things, more than just like this altcoin can go to this price, or price predictions, or just like a lot of hype into one coin or one project or anything, which I will probably still be doing those occasionally, but just not as much as I was before. And also with Crow, I will continue to make Crow content, but probably not as much as I was before, just because I want to focus more on, like I said, the trading strategies and things that will continue to be useful no matter what time of year, no matter where we are in the markets. And I still do believe strongly in Crow, and I have a video on why I think it'll be successful in this bear market. And I'm really excited for the plans moving forward with this channel. I won't have a set like schedule for when I'm going to post, because I think that tends to put a lot of pressure on me, and I want to also be making higher quality videos instead of just publishing just to publish a video. And so my goal is to post at least once a month, but there might be more, there might be multiple a month, and there might be just once a month or once every 2 months. But I want to make higher quality videos and just put a lot more effort into each video that I do. And I'll also be working on these other side projects that I've been working on and been talking about. Now 2023 has been looking up. Like I said, I've been starting to see some income from these other business endeavors I've been working on. And we also got to see my little brother play basketball his senior year, which has been like super fun to watch. He is 6'3", and he could dunk pretty easily. He's got some pretty good hops. So it's been fun to watch him working hard and playing to the best of his ability. Their team actually went to the playoffs for the state championship, and they got to the semifinals, and they were down by 2. There was like a couple seconds left. They passed it out for a three-pointer to their best three-point shooter. He shoots it, and the ball goes like in and out of the basket, and the buzzer went off too. So they literally could have won by 1 if that bucket went in. So that was super, super tough to see. And that team that they lost to won the whole state championship. So I think they could have won the whole thing, but it was just awesome to see him play and awesome to be a part of that and be supporting him on that. And I hope to see him continue to work hard. And I think he wants to play college ball. So I hope to see him continue with that. Now, another thing is we got a cat, and his name is O'Malley from the movie Aristocats. He's kind of hyper right now. But if you've ever seen that movie, we named him after one of the cats in that movie. So if you ever hear scratching at the door or like meowing, then just know that that's him. So yeah, I'm super excited for the future of this channel. And just remember, as always, keep it in the grain.